Big up, everybody. Sorry I was late, guys. I had an unexpected interview on, I had to do it on Zoom, so I wasn't able to come live when I should have been for like the last 45 minutes. So I'm sorry, but it was important, guys. Your boy is, getting a new job, so had to take that call. I apologize. But big up to all of you watching. Big up to each and every one of you coming in. And now, interesting stuff. International break. So your boy, TTO, stand up, my Trini Massive. Big up to each and every one of you. And guess what? Dwight Yorke has been meeting with the Chargers, the T&T men's national team. So let's take a look, see his interaction, see what's going on, see the interesting new development as he tries to bring that new professional outlook to Trinidad and Tobago. That experience from all the elite level of football that he has been at. He's going to try to bring it and show the Trinidad Massive that, you know what, guys, I am here. I can offer this for you guys. You know what I mean? I know what it takes to be at the best, at the top level, where everyone else needs to get at. And right now, we have a lot of talent in Trinidad and Tobago. Big up to Elite Baller coming in. But the biggest problem was that we didn't have the know-how to maintaining that talent, what it needs to stay at the top level. A lot of us are, Trinidadians, of course, we have the talent, we have it. But yeah, we have not been able to show it or maintain the level. So hopefully with Yorke coming in, it's going to be a big change. Big up to you coming in. So check the video out. This is him meeting with the national team, the men's national team for the first time. It's your boy Mark Hen, Dwight Yorke in the building. Let's see what the Soca Warriors have to say. Joven Jones. Big up to Joven Jones. That's Russell Latapi, guys. If you don't know, big talent. Used to play for FC Porto as well. Big time player. You know what I mean? Already you can see, a little bit of more energy in the team. This is the new coaching staff. That's Joven Jones talking to Dwight Yorke there. See, he's telling them, he's giving them the ley lines. You need to, if you know the players are right footer, you give him the ball on his right side, his best side. Already you can see his instructions are to take the levels higher of the Trinidad team. We have to be better, and this is what you want to hear. Yo, Dwight is at a peak fitness, man. I have to say, like, I see him almost every year for Carnival sometimes, and that guy, he runs probably 2 miles every morning when he wakes up. I can tell you, that guy's he's fit. He don't just look fit, he is fit. Already from this, I can tell you from watching them in the last few weeks that there's some more intensity. And guys, that's Russell Latapi there. He won the European Cup Winners' Cup with Porto back in the day. He used to be a big player, another Trinidad international.
Respecting the staff. Everybody is, whatever happened in the past is in the past. This is looking forward into the future. We got some challenges ahead, and this is just very much the beginning of where we looking to get to. We're looking to set the standard here, very much at the national level. There's some protocols and guidelines that you need to follow. The staff, we go out we way to make sure that we provide for you guys to make sure that you can come out and do your jobs. So that I think from a mutual perspective, that the least you can do is respect them. And if you don't, then that's a different story. At the moment we start with a clean slate, get to know each other. This is our first encounter. Hopefully there will be many more of this conversation. Now it's about coming here, embracing what we're about to to put you guys through, to improve you as an individual as well as a team collectively, and get to know us. We want to interact with you guys. We've got a lot of football knowledge in the camp here as well.
Guys, this is the Atterbolden Stadium in Trinidad and Tobago. It's in central Trinidad. R.I.P. to DMX. Oh, this is my team, bro. This is my team. This is my home nation. Big up to you, Canada, in the building. Hope you're well. A great choice as well. I think, for me, guys, I have to say, what I will say is that I expected Dwight Yorke to bring an impact, his presence to show, at some different levels, right? Because in retrospect, guys, Trinidad has a lot of talent. As you can see, there are lots of Trinidad nationals or lots of players who have that sort of relation to Trinidad that play in top football. Marcus Edwards, Jadon Sancho, even Dwight Yorke, everyone knows him. There's lots of others, you know what I mean? And we did not have coaches in the recent 20 years span since we had Leo Bienhaka that took us to the 2006 World Cup that really know that elite level and how to maintain that elite level of performance from these players. And we've been struggling. We've had talented squads, young teams, but they have not really been able to display that talent. At times they look a lot lackluster in the sense that they get complacent in games. When they take the lead, then they concede, and then they get rattled in the game, and then they concede silly mistakes, silly fouls, and it's been difficult dealing with the refereeing when we never really had a recognized coach at the elite level. And Dwight Yorke brings that. He also brings the know-how. He's a local boy. He's done it all. He is the dream of every footballer in my country. Russell Latapy is another one. So what I can say is this brings an elite level of coaching and know-how ability to a team and a nation that has lots of talent. And I expect it to be met in the middle somewhere and a spark of a chemistry that's going to take us to the next World Cup in 2026. Currently we're second in that qualifying group, but we do have to play Costa Rica and we have some tough games ahead. So these guys need to up their levels. There's going to be another video where I'm going to show you some other conversations that I had. From that little snippet in training, I could tell you guys that the intensity levels are much higher. The tempo is probably going to be faster, and we are going to be looking a lot sharper when it comes to passing and touches across the park as he gets into this coaching stint. Check this out, guys. This is his his second day of training.
That we're trying to set here and raising the bar. Just moving on to the game a little bit as well. You know what I mean? Be a little bit tentative in terms of our approach. Take the same which is understandable. But at this level, if we're taking the safety option, we become a bit predictable to players. We need people to be brave on the ball, take the ball.
First interview, day 2, in the books. How do you feel, and how do the players?
Big up, AJ.
Team responded.
Yeah,
R.I.P. DMX.
2 days into the camp, it's been fantastic. The sort of response from the players has been good. It's been positive. There's a lot of energy here, which kind of half expected. It's just, couldn't ask more for the players.
Just listening to the after session talk there, and I just wondered what sort of environment, what sort of atmosphere is Dwight Yorke gonna have around this team? How would you like the players to feel when they come in?
Yeah, listen, it's all about a confidence thing. We're trying to build a culture here, a winning mentality in and around the national team. It's,
yep.
What Angus and certainly
that was the guy
Kingy has done. We come in and try to build. We're not trying to change too many things there. These guys have done a fantastic job in keeping the team and getting good results. And we are just coming in to implement our ideas on top of what they already built. And it's my job is to make sure that I implement that and make sure that the players are moving in the right direction, being a little bit more positive and a little bit more forward thinking, so to speak, and have a little bit more self-belief in what we're doing. So those are the words, part of my philosophy going forward. And as I said, it's only been early days. Yes, there's still a lot of work to be done.
Can you go a little bit deeper in terms of what you found, what you've inherited from the previous regime, and how you're gonna graft and mold to be a little bit more to what you want to achieve?
Well, first to begin with, I mean, we got pretty lucky the fact that we haven't got a game this time round, so it gives us time to work a little bit more with the players and have a little bit more insight what we're working with. We're still in that sort of get to know you period. They're getting to know us, our philosophy and our playing style. We're getting to know them as players. So all of these things takes a little bit of time. And what you're going to understand when you play international football, you only have these players for a certain time. So it's really intense, it's impact, it's conducive, but you still got to get your ideas over. So limited time to bring them forward. We expect people to move, but we expect them to move a little bit quicker than what they usually will. If you're playing with your club football, then you can take time and implement all the ideas, and you work on a day-to-day basis. We have a 7 days window, sometimes in some occasion, maybe 3-4 days. So it's a little bit different, but once the players understand that, and the message is to make sure when they come here that they're ready to go, and there is no luxury time of, oh, I've got next week or another month before I can play, because it really is immediately when we get together.
It's a little bit different for you as well as manager. You would have managed club level, and now you have that window 3-4 days at a time. How do you plan? How do you strategize what you want to get done in your sessions?
Yeah, well, listen, I've got a great team behind me, and that's the reason why. And this is not just about me. This is about the entire team, the entire backroom staff. We have to be all moving in one direction.
Pick up, bro.
And if we can do that, then I think we have a fighting chance. And that's the key element, is the loyalty within the group to make sure that everyone is on the same path. And so we continue to do that and have that togetherness and moving in one direction, we'll be okay.
Right, of course, there's always this expectation to have to play attacking football, Trinidad football, as we see. With what you have, you think that it's possible?
It's always, I don't think there is any coach out there say we play defensive football, right? Everyone loves to see the attacking side of football, but obviously we're not naive enough to think that there isn't a defensive side of it. So when we are in position and when we're out of position, it's just let the players know and understand what is expected of them. So we've been fortunate. We inherit a good bunch of guys, a talented bunch of guys. As I said, it's just to let them understand that they can do this, right? And it's my job to make sure and put those things together.
At this point in time, we are second on the table now. Two matches. We have some Kitts Nevis. The next match in June.
Yeah.
What's good to your mind?
Listen, that's too far ahead to be thinking that. I have got some work to be done. We got some time a little bit of time to buy, and it's about putting that nucleus of players together and make sure that we understand the playing philosophy of it in terms of how we approach game, what we do, and the structure of it is important. So we have a little bit of time, not a lot of time, but the time to make sure that the players understand. And once we put those pieces together, then hopefully and quietly that we will come St. Kitts. We will be St. Kitts Nevis. We'll be ready to go.
Yesterday we would have linked your staff, your support staff, the core members. Well, I don't want to say core members, but I guess the ones that would be working closest alongside you. How important was it to keep a little bit of continuity there, as well as bring in persons that you're comfortable working with?
Yeah, very much so. Part of the whole idea, you've got to bring people in that you know, and also people that you trust that also are qualified to do the job. And then it's not just bringing your best friend in. You've got to be absolutely qualified. And so I work with these guys, so I know what they're capable. I know what they will bring to the table. And of course, I want to continue what Angus and so the King has been doing, in encouraging the local guys to be part of what we expected to do in terms of bring success to the nation and the country. And so I don't want to disrupt that. I've emphasized on building, and that's what exactly we're doing. And we are building with myself and the three other guys that I've brought in, including Russell Latapy, of course, that everyone is familiar with in this world and around the world. So we're not trying to do anything different. We are just literally building, and we want everybody to come with us, and we embrace that. And hopefully that we can bring some success to the country.
Was it a difficult sell for your mates from the UK and Australia?
A little bit challenging, but they know what I'm capable of doing, and they, as I said, we work alongside each other for some time, and I've known Neil Wood in my time at Man United, and knowing exactly what he can bring as an X factor to the backroom staff and his coaching ideas. We got Anthony Courier, who is Australian, who's been to 2 World Cups, who's worked with Ian McCarter from the physical and strength and conditioner side. So
I just need to run that back.
Who's been to 2 World Cups, who's worked with Ian McCarter from the physical and X factor capable of doing, and they, as I said, we work alongside each other for some time, and I've known Neil Wood in my time at Man United, and knowing exactly what he can bring as an X factor to the backroom staff and his coaching.
Wait. My man say he just bring an ex-Man United coach to Trinidad. That's what my man just said, Stephanie. Hey! Yes, Yorkie. That we saying upgrade Man United till I die.
Ideas. We got Anthony Courier, who is Australian, who's been to 2 World Cups, who's worked with Ian McCarter from the physical and strength and conditioner side. So I'm quite positive about these guys. I didn't second guess. Of course, the selling point is coming to Trinidad and trying to take us to the World Cup. I didn't think it was that too difficult of a sell. So I'm delighted that these guys are joining us, and hopefully going forward that everyone will see what the difference that they make to the national team.
Right. Let me just get one more in, and it goes back to the fact that you said it's a little bit fortunate that we don't have a game in this window. How do you foresee the opportunity to put them onto the field if we don't have anything until March, I believe it is, next year?
Well, I think yes, ideally, I'm sure we would have liked to have a game, and then you can see them in a game of some sorts. But the reality, it's not going to happen now. We've got to work with what we have to do now in terms of we have a few days with the guys. We're going to put them through the test. We're going to see the physical side of it. We're going to see how they approach games. Also, we're going to set up our ideas so they're given an idea of what we bring to the table. And ideally, we got to work with them. So we're going to play a game among ourselves or along those lines, and we'll try and figure it out. It's not the end of the world not having a game, but what that gives us a little bit of time to then really look at the players a little bit more close up rather than just throw them into a game. So that at least we can get to work on them on the football pitch. You ask any coach, you want to spend some time on the football pitch, getting your ideas and working with them, and getting them up to speed before you get them out there. But I'm sure we'll be okay.
Do you have any major ideas about imports, players from abroad? It's something we've been over in terms of getting players with grandparentage from abroad to come in. Have you any grand ideas, Mr. Yorke?
I wouldn't reveal what the grand ideas, but there were some things in place that to try and move things forward. So that's all I can say on the matter.
Yo!
Thank you very much.
Sancho. Fellas, I loving this, guys. I know a lot of guys not really excited for the for international break and stuff like that. But Steph, Yorke will raise the standards at Man United for sure, 100%. And I didn't even know this, guys. But now that I know this, I can't unsee this. Newly, he appointed ex-Manchester United under-19 manager Neil Wood. Yo, Man United, Trini Links. It just got better. Also, former Australian, A-League coach and player, played at 2 World Cups, Anthony Courier is also joining. So that alone tells you there's, winners, that winning mentality, that's coming into Manchester United right now. And it's definitely going to lift the standards. As you can see, you heard some of the things that he said. And I think we're going to see a new look Trinidad and Tobago come January when there's the second international break again. And we will be seeing a different Trini. And trust me, guys, Yorke said it. I had a conversation with him. Not a big conversation, just a friendly exchange. And I was trying to see if I could get to ask him a few questions live on stream sometime. I'm waiting for a reply. He hasn't really replied. But I do know he watched my stream. And I remember I tell you guys, Marcus Edwards, Jaden Sancho, they got Trini links. Trini got a big-time coach now. Got Dwight Yorke. I'm pretty sure he got some pull. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping, I'm having faith that maybe, you know, his surprise is a Jaden Sancho and a Marcus Edwards from Sporting to play for T&T. Let's see how it goes. As you know, the former United U-team coach is part of our new setup, which might, you know, also bode well for young talent in Trinidad. Might get the opportunity to go somewhere in England now. So, yeah, guys, I'm excited. Who else do I know that he can scout? My little brother at Alborg BK, Matthew Hines. There's lots of young talent, to be fair. There's there's some young talent that plays at Revolution Academy in Florida. You know, I heard of some youngsters are also on the under 15 United team. There's a pair of twins from Trinidad and Tobago, Stefan and Steon, and there's two other youngsters who have been drafted to Chelsea as well. So there's quite a few youngsters from Trinidad and Tobago who are in the youth setup around Europe right now as well. You know, so there's also one of my friends who plays for AK Athens with Anthony Martial. So he's there. Levi Garcia, his little brother, also plays as a midfielder there. So there are options. There are options, guys. There are options. But York will raise the standards. So yes, Chelsea Blue, it's time for the Caribbean sleeping giant to be awoken. You know what I mean? And what better of a time for the red, white, and black to rise when United as a sleeping giant is also awakening. You know what I mean? My two loves are doing it together. You know what I'm saying? Happy times for Trinis, Manchester fans. You know, we do get Amarim coming in. We will be doing a little stream about that later on. You know what I mean? But today, it's all about Dwight Yorke. And right now, it's all about Soca Warriors. Big up to you, Biku. What's good? What's good? The reason I'm asking, because Jamaica has a full EPL team. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Even when they had a full EPL team back in the day, they couldn't beat Trinity to a Gold Cup. You know what I mean? So I'm not too stressed by that. Actually, I think it's good. Let us be the underdog. Let's work and build. Like Dwight Yorke is saying, I think it's a good time for us to rebuild. You know what I mean? Take a different look. And now that we have the likes of a youth academy coach from Manchester United coaching at the top level of youth academies coming into the national setup, maybe it can change things going all the way back, to the under 19s, the under 17s, the under 15s. Maybe it ups the level everywhere, because yes, he's the head coach of the senior men's team, but he's also the head coach of Trinidad football now. So he's probably going to be able to oversee the other little impacts of the younger coach teams. So maybe the same systems that he implement and tactical nous that comes, they will design it for all the teams going backwards, so as the young players develop playing this way. Maybe it will bring changes to the youth league in Trinidad, the school leagues, even the professional league. The way we play, it might upgrade the level of coaching. Never know. So I'm hoping that this trickles all the way down to grassroots in Trinidad, because Yorke definitely has the know-how. He knows what the elite level is, how to be there and perform at his best. And he's brought in a team of coaches that know exactly how to develop players to do that. So yeah, I'm here for it. Send that youth academy coach to work with the youth level teams and find the gems. 100% Chelsea Blue. That's what made me super excited when he said that. I had to bring back the video to hear it again, because I was like, wait, what? This guy, Neil Wood, he coached the likes of, do I need to mention them? Paul Pogba, the likes of those guys came under this guy. Danny Welbeck and these guys. Good talents. Macheda and these guys. This is long, he was coaching there. He's been there for like 15 years. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, it's a good thing based on natural Trinity. Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? Like, we have that kind of Brazilian kind of samba thing, but we call it soca. So it's a little bit different, but it's kind of similar. So, I remember, like, even their coaches said us to the under 17 national team when they were training together for the World Cup back in 2007. In 2007, they were training for the World Cup with the Trinidad national youth team because Trinidad hosted the World Cup for the under 17 level at that time. And yeah, even those coaches were like, yeah, it's very similar the way we play. A lot of ground play, a lot of pace, dribbling. Big up. Whoa, big up to Mazarawi. Happy birthday, bro. Big up to you. Big up to you guys watching, and thank you for being here. It was just my little short presentation on Trinidad and Tobago, Yorke's introduction, the start of the new era, what's in store for TNT, but we are left to see. And if it's anything like 20 years ago when we got Leo being hacker, I would say, guys, we're going to the World Cup. Yeah, man. Leo being hacker, the Real Madrid coach, he coached Trinidad and Tobago to the World Cup in 2006. We made the Guinness Book of World Records for the smallest nation to qualify for a World Cup back in 2006. Unfortunately, we got cheated playing against England. And Paul Crouch pulled Jadon Sancho's uncle's hair and scored a header. Yeah. And that's how the story goes. Yorke and Cole need to reunite. Yo, I would take Andy Cole as a coach, as an assistant. I'm saying that. I'm taking him. Yeah, come, Andy. You can coach my young strikers. Big up. When we'll do a live for a full of. Oh, I'll do one on Sunday. I'm gonna pull up. I'm already working on a bio. I'm just getting all the images of the different players to put together with their bio for the presentation. But yes, you guys are going to get a full team list of the Trinidad, the current squad. And I'm trying to pull out like about 5 to 10 youngsters so I could also provide some possibilities. So we'll see how it goes. But certainly, guys, more to come. Big up to all of you watching. This has been your boy, Mark and MUFC fan with the presentation today. Trinidad football. Dwight Yorke is here. The new era begins. Big up to each and everyone watching. Big up to you, Stephanie Griffith. Big up to Chelsea Blue. Big up to you, Alex Adu. Big up to Elite Baller in the building. And big up to you, Biku Talks. Big up to United We Stand as well. Big up to AJ. Big up to Canada as well. Hope you guys have a great day. And thank you for joining me. Don't forget to share the alarm. Smash the likes. And if you got a Trini friend, share it to them as well. Let them come in and have some fun and let's hear what they have to say. I will be back later on tonight. Premier League talks. You know what we're going to do? Talk about Man United. Yeah, I'm still getting over this cold, guys, but big up to all of you. Your boy is out.
Baby.